Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain about the cybersecurity topic. First, let me share my screen. So today I'm going to explain about what are the challenges of bring your own device in cybersecurity and how to mitigate. So according to me bring your own device involves like workers using their own gadgets for work. Sometimes they use their own weapons to use their own technologies for work, and also they can increase film security risk and opportunities as they useful. So when we are using bring your own device data security, the threats can be reduced with a good security policy and that appropriate technology measures. So whenever we are doing the best practices includes bring your own device security reviews, solutions and policies. So there are some of the problems like at to secure picture is more challenging because staff devices includes both personal and commercial data. So, there are a lot of because IoT devices are vulnerable to attack. Cybersecurity professionals emphasize mobile device security. So, IoT devices are very useful in cybersecurity. So, what are the specific aims that are the challenges facing in cybersecurity and how to mitigate? So today I'm going to explain this. So the IT information technology infrastructure for a company should support the range of hardware and operating system. So if an IT company infrastructure should be both in the support of for our hardware and software systems when it should be operating in a normal way. So next when we create and bring our own device policies to accommodate growing demand. So when these types of rules put company assets and employee data at danger security of privacy breaches. So in a bring your own device context, our bring your own device policies that includes or support other control mechanisms frequently appeal to be essential. So there are several laws and technologies can be used to secure bring your own device policies, and also the teaching staff about bring your own device security regulations and implementations, their restrictions, penalties and limitations. So, in information security is the crucial for a company assets. Staff confidentiality is also always important in bring your own device. So, whenever the recent data breaches demonstrate the need for firms to be safeguard client data, so this study examined bring your own device security issues and security controls and processes. So single sign on zero trust security posture. There are the multi-factor authentication and also there are a lot of mobile device management and can also in IT organizations like hardware and software systems. So there are the some management should also train personal and current security issues. There were zero trust issue policies. There were multi-factor authentication and there are a lot of mobile devices managements that can aid IT organizations. So what are the main background and significance of cyber security? So according to one author that I were referred from that, so mobile security cyber security is becoming a nightmare. Why? Because it has more than 60% of employees at firms have reported seeing an increase in security risk and cyber attacks according to a survey. Because whenever the more people, money people having, so at least they need to, they will identify some of the risk when they don't have any security purposes in bank. So I were observed that with the author, there were more than 60% of employees has reported this issue. So, and also the security of portable devices is a concern for more than 70% of the enterprises. Also, it might cost business money and time. So it is the waste of time and there were a lot of losses in the business. And also cyber security vulnerability is reduced via software updates, preventing unauthorized downloads and device research. So that bring your own device improves wireless access within the corporate network. So any information security strategy should be centered on the organization's main objective. So there are a lot of viruses back when districts were widely used were straightforward self-copying programs. There were a lot of claim that systems with low transitivity and sharing are the only ones that can withstand a viral attack. Some organizations have recommended the data security strategy of isolation. Here, the panel evaluation of computer viruses was taken into account. Enterprise wireless LAN. Wireless LAN is nothing but local area network. Wireless local area network standards as SIM. Security evaluation necessary for wireless information assurance. So, what is preliminary data of cybersecurity and how to mitigate? So, according to me, business face security risk when employees use their own mobile devices to access company data. The organization must overcome core security issues to protect its data because it has a lot of face security risk like when employees use their own devices and to access the company data. So there were a lot of risk about that. So after analyzing 38 scientific works, our review found 22 security issues. So there were out of 38 scientific works, we have 22 security issues. It was a huge. So among them, like 86% of articles raised worries about IT security, 51% about management, 45% about users, and 19% about mobile devices. Bring your own device security issues matching policies are the most typical addressed concerns. And also like network security, data protection, user attitude, behavior, and governance. These are all the things, and some also network security, data protection these can be governance should address. The organization like must overcome the security issues to protect its data. So, what are the experimental design and methods of the cyber security? So, the organization requires an acceptable use policy for mobile devices. Thus, registered devices may update control programs and to receive security patches. So there were like provide end user awareness training for the employees, website to user data encryption and network authentication at all public. Wi-Fi hotspots are the next lines of defense against this. Protecting against assaults requires host isolation and antivirus scanning. So in an attack, we must quickly identify the threat and counter it. So what bring your own device policy should consider the company assets and employees devices and apps. So there were employee behavior rights requirements can prevent and identify security and privacy issues. Thus the employees must be included in the organization security strategy, and there were a lot of model due to their importance to bring in the bring by OD bring your own devices policies. So analyzing employee motivation like to follow bring your own device regulations can fix bring your own device non-compliance by the employee. So it validates the bring your own device policy based architecture for management and bring your own devices risk. So, what are the suggestions of bring our own device policy architecture consists of three layers of control. So, in bring our own device, there were three layers of control. One is the operational layer, and another one is the tactical layer, and the last one is the strategic layer. So, now what is an operation layer doing? An operational layer that handles things like onboarding, then what done by the tactical layer? This tactical layer that handles things like identification and access control communication and also as an application. So on the last one, what does the strategic layer control? The strategic layer that handles things like risk control, compliance, and maintenance. So these are the three control layers like operational layer, tactical layer, and strategic layer. Improve bring your own device management, risk security, and privacy. Information system securities are also a great way to protect company assets. So there were a lot of actors and network security flaws can both initiate assaults. All other forms of email and link attacks can be tracked back to phishing. Organizational privacy safeguards a company's data and customers' privacy. Nearly half of firms lack an acceptable usage policy to address mobile data security and also an employee performance on device and networks. Organizations are a danger from inadequate mobile device data protection. Consumers are powerless against insecure. So, what are the experimental designs? There were a lot of security against APT can be effectively provides using BAS software. Robust BAS platforms can automate APT mimicking assaults, it enabling the business to test for security problems in advance. Using a BAS system, a persistent advanced threat can evaluate defenses. To protect sensitive information, rules and procedures should be clear. Encryption software is preloaded with a password on a cell phones to protect sensitive data. Security awareness training is required for all the staff members. So these are all the things like I were taken from the few references and few authors. So what is bring your own device plenary software? So I were taken from the Dell Wikio, and what is the bring your own device current state and security challenges and how it's implemented on computer applications and industrial electronics and taken from El Sahi. So how to review the information security and privacy challenges in bring your own device environments I were taken from Garba. So and also like I were taken the few references like how to mitigate bring your own devices risk and issues on the net gain technologies. So there were a lot of security challenges, controls, and protect your most sensitive data, network security from Marubi, and what are the bring your own devices policy, compliances, risk, and strategies in organization. I were taken from the planner Swami. So like bring your own device benefits, risk, and control techniques were taken from Sumati. So what are the security implementations of being your own device network security? I were taken from Tokyo. So these are all the things like I have taken from the few references and from few authors. So these are the topics like I would like to share these. So thanks for giving this opportunity to me.